Hi, it's MissFrugalista.com. Once again, I apologize for the lighting. It's looks a little yellow today, but it's late after 10 o'clock, so there's not much light. So besides the household light, so I apologize for the quality of this video, but I had something to say, and by golly, I'm gonna say it. I had brushed on it a little bit on my last post about how I donate things to domestic violence shelter, and I'm not sure if you guys know much about the domestic violence issue in our country, but a few years ago I lived in a very high income community, extremely high, and so I know people pay a lot of taxes, so our tax money, I don't know exactly where it's going, but there was one shelter in that area, and they provided housing on an emergency basis, and food and different services for domestic violence victims. And I want you to know how needy those organizations are. There are so many women and children, and possibly men for that matter, I'm not sure, but I think primarily it's women and children who are in need. They are in need of food, household items. They are in need of housing as well, but there are not enough facilities that can accommodate those women and those children. It's a major crisis. It seems now more than ever, there's a horrible problem of violence against women, and it really needs to stop. It's horrible and it's frightening, and I really believe it affects everybody in our society now. And I really encourage you to reach out and help people who are in need, and especially women who have been abused physically, sexually, even verbally, and help those. Reach out in any way you can. I mean, donate some food, donate whatever you can. If you can donate money, do that. Help people that are in need. Women, lots of women want to leave violent situations, and most of them can't because they don't have the resources. They don't have a job, or maybe they have a job but they can't support themselves and can't support their children. So they continuously to go back to their abuser because there's no options. People sit and say, well, why don't you just leave? Well, that's not as easy as it's said. Maybe somebody wants to leave, but maybe there isn't anywhere to go. Maybe she doesn't have enough money to go to a hotel. Maybe she has no family that will help her. Maybe the facilities in the community are all full. There's more reasons than you just think, oh, she just wants to keep going back, oh, she's in love with him, oh, whatever. That's bull. That's really bull. And I know that because I experienced that years ago. Okay? And honestly, I was physically abused for not quite a year, almost a year. I left my abuser 8 times, and the 9th time I left for good. But I tried going to shelters 3 times. They were full each time. And they were very supportive, and they would listen to me and offer support. I had police officers actually try to help me find a hotel room on occasion, just to stay the night so I would be safe. Once I even spent the night in a police station because I didn't want to go back. I had people that tried their best to help me, but I had to keep going back because I had no family to help me. Not because my family didn't love me, it's because of a lot of other reasons, but they loved me, but I had to do this on my own. And I kept going back, because I had no other option. I had a job, but I could not support myself. So eventually I got to the point where I just couldn't do it anymore, and I left. I left with no car, practically no clothes, very little money, and I stayed in a hotel one night. And then the next day I went to my church that I had belonged to years ago on a Sunday. It just happened to be a Sunday. I didn't plan it. It was a Sunday. And I said, I don't have anywhere to go. I said, I need help. They reached out to me. They helped me. And I began my path to a safe life, a secure life, a life without violence. And I'm happy to say it's been about 2 years now, and I'm not in that life anymore. I have a home. I have beautiful children that I see. I have been rebuilding my life the best way I can, and I've gotten over, the violence, but, every once in a while I think about it, and, I don't really have flashbacks too much anymore. I mean, it always stays with you, the events that happen, because honestly, I could have died. One time was really bad. I was hospitalized twice. It was really bad. And, no woman should ever experience that, and I would hate to see any other woman experience what I went through, but it happens, okay? And we in our society need to do everything we can to help women who want to leave, who want to start over, because it's not easy to make that decision to leave. When a woman decides to leave, we need to support that. We need to provide her housing. We need to try to help her facilitate her rebuilding of her life. If I didn't have my church to reach out and help me, I can honestly say I don't know where I would be right now. They took care of me and helped me on the right road to get to where I am today. And it wasn't just my church. There were other people in my life to help me as well. But, I really had to make the first step and make the decision that I couldn't do it anymore, and it was worth leaving all my possessions, everything I owned, because if I didn't, I was gonna die. So my point with this video is for you to realize domestic violence is a serious issue. There are a lot of people who are affected by this, and please reach out to those in need. Please donate food, money, whatever you can. If you see somebody that you think needs help, because it could just be a smile. It could be just listening to somebody. It can really transform their life. You might think, oh, it's not going to do anything. Well, it could mean the world to somebody else's life. So please think about it, and I really hope that one day when a woman is in a bad situation, a violent situation, and she truly wants to leave and never look back, that she has a safe place to go, because I can't describe how nice it is to come home to a safe home, have a place to live, and to have peace, and not have to worry that I'm going to get hurt, and not have to worry that I'm not going to have food. That may sound so simple to you, but there are a lot of people that wonder if they're going to eat, if they're going to get hurt, if they're going to be beaten up. So just think about my words and do what you can to help others, because it doesn't take much and you can do it. Okay? Thanks for listening.